Hi there, fellas. So, this is my review of the demo that I will use for my entry of the Etrian Odyssey Untold 2 contest. The Fahrenheit, I think is how you say it. And I wanted to have my entry here so I could possibly have a chance of winning whatever's in the mystery box. It's funny. Who knows what's in the mystery box? I just keep remembering that Family Guy episode, but I'm pretty sure whatever's in the mystery box is pretty great. Now, even though I like this game, I'm not quite ready to buy it since the last two installments I don't have I haven't finished it at all. I stopped because it was too hard, and then I've been busy playing other games. And I still haven't finished the Pokemon game of Omega Ruby. I'm still on my 7th gym badge. I played the game since it came out, so it's taken me some time because I do everything that I would do after the story, during the story, so I won't forget to do them later, or so I'm actually in the mood to do them. So that's why in my playthrough I have 118 hours and on my 7th gym badge, believe it or not. And also, pardon the 3DS, it's a little bit broken, but it's recently been fixed with some of its problems. Now it has the changed battery. It's the same type of battery, but this time it's actually being able to be screwed on, unlike the other one. So the other one was loose. One of the hinges over here that holds the 3DS battery was broken too, so the battery kept dropping off very oftenly, and I would rage so much that I had to go back, reset the time, and reset other things that are time based, just like this Pokemon Shuffle game or Pokemon Rumble World, and sometimes it got really annoying. And there's also this, and I think it's pretty cool that this Etrian Odyssey game, this time they're bringing all the extras into up front with the CD, art book, and a code for themes, or just one theme. And I saw what the art book had, and it was pretty cool. But I guess I'm just going to miss out on it, so I could save some money and maybe see how I would get it later. I also bought a Super Omega SD card at 32 gigabytes, so I could download the game on the eShop if I wanted to, or get the cartridge itself. But I have that Nintendo DSi bag right there, and well, it's a Nintendo bag, but it's usually one of my favorites since it has so much room and space for many games, and it has a strap so I could put it over my shoulder for easy carriage. And that's what it is. So I'm still liking this game, and let's go with some review items, shall we? Well, let's feature the review itself. Maybe I should let you look at the options. It's usually in every game, but it's usually pretty diverse, and I really like the options that they have here, since it really gives the game different ways to play whenever, and I usually like changing the difficulty from time to time to where my team is. I could set it to standard, expert, and such. And you can only do this while you're in the town. I usually like the L button as an A button because that helps me play with one hand. Sometimes I like to multitask, so I just press the L button and so I could play with one hand. See, I'm just holding with my left hand and pretty much play the whole game like this. Well, not always since I have to draw the map, but it's helpful in many games. Well, at least 2 games. I haven't played much, and I usually like keeping the volume all the way up at all times. Is how I like it. I read kind of slow sometimes, and you can adjust pretty much a lot of things. 5 pages of options. It's things that you can do. And now we're ready to move on, and that's title screen. You can see a demo version. There's the download, which I'm not quite sure what it is about yet. And this Nintendo 3DS thing is broken, as I said, so you might see some slight blue flashes or so, but it's cool since most of the time I use the 3D full blast as well.
When you're ready, let's get going.
So what's characteristic about the Etrian Odyssey games is that most of them have the voices, and most of my party isn't up to fully healed, so you might not see everything I would like to show you. But since we're already in the inn, we can choose who we want to talk to. And I thought this would have been spoiler, but not really, because if you go to the website you can see this out. So Kuana is the daughter.
Excuse me.
And you get to meet her in a quest. So if you want to meet her, make sure you get the quest. So you can talk to her, and the name I gave my team is the Goliath. She's a shy girl, and she talks with a low voice, so that's why most of the time says and it says hi. So let's see, how would you answer? I don't know what the question was. I was just pressing A, but I'll just choose the middle one.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I could also hold it with one hand. Haha, the whole purpose. Forgot all about that. Oh wait, you gotta... Wait. Oh yeah, what I meant to show you is that the one that says Have Kuna, come to the front desk. I usually like playing this game to see if I could find some interesting names,
Welcome.
because I usually name like a lot of things in Pokemon. I nickname almost all my Pokemon, trying to come up with something creative and see what I could come up with. And also in the Etrian Odyssey 4, I named over 24 characters, choosing all of my favorites. So another reason that I'm not ready to buy this game is that it's like a $50, and that's and it's on the 3DS, so that's much more than most of the 3DS games. So I didn't really know what it's so high, but I think it's because it says it's 2 games in one, and I think that's what they said about Etrian Odyssey 2, Etrian Odyssey Untold. But what I have to do is finish the whole story and then go to classic or do something like that, but I'm not sure how this game exactly is 2 games in one. Hopefully I'll learn more about that as the game comes out on August the 4th, I believe. And sometimes she talks, sometimes she doesn't.
You all look okay.
I just like making them talk sometimes. Well, you saw her, and the original one you saw before was Hana, and usually in every
Have a nice day.
every time these are all the same. What well, they do almost the same thing, but they're like different people. So sometimes if you're used to playing the older Etrian Odyssey games, you just gotta get used to the new people. But I heard this is a remake, so maybe some of these people are familiar to you, except maybe the stir up, since I think that's like new. That's what I called my cafe. And this is run by the daughter of the shop, so I think she helps her father. And I never really seen her father, but I want to. Hopefully you get to see it in the game. And there you can do stuff that you expected, change your equipment. And there's the hero I named Trevor. He's in level 9, which the demo only lets you go to 10. And there's your other team. And I have no money, so I basically can't show you, since I said before I wanted to try to fight one of those dinosaurs.
Please come again.
Huh. My camera says I have 400 minutes. That's more than I ever had before. So like the data just increased somehow. And here there's,
Let's hear it.
and this is similar to what the hotel does, but the dishes, I think maybe I kind of preferred the hotel, but this is pretty cool too. And the coolest part to me is that you can see the dishes below, so you can see what these look at. But as you play the game, as I played the Etrian Odyssey games, I realized that I was actually slaughtering these animals, which is probably one of the biggest reasons it's rated teen, because like there's like slaughtering animals and well, maybe some other stuff, but I heard them say some, well, bad words, but I mean like they're not terrible bad words, just kind of bad words. I don't know, I just remember that in elementary school I couldn't even say the word what the, and somebody telling me, hey, don't say that, and all I said was what the. I could say what in the world, but you know. And there's the regular guild house. You kept the Gilmore stones. Gilmore stones. I used to call it the Gilmore stones. And they have some special effects in battle. Sometimes you get the Gilmore chance. And like I show you here, you can, here's where you can change the difficulty, and I changed it to expert, and been able to pull that off a couple times. That it could be because I'm a high level, higher than usual. And Regina, she just says some stuff, and this guy, I kind of like him a little bit more than the other barkeepers because of his phrase that you might hear. And and you can talk, but I don't want to talk right now since it's probably gonna take some time.
This ain't a museum, you know.
But that's not the quote that I want him to say. I want to say, keep at it, right? But I can't make him say that unless like I talk to some people, do some quests, and so he would just keep saying, it ain't a museum, you know, because you have to actually do something, and I can't really do anything there.
What do you need?
And I'm not sure if you can see us too clearly, but first I started focusing on this part of her, and and I don't know, just looked like a regular knight. But then like when I saw this, it kind of looks like there was a face in there, and this line made a mouth, and this were two eyes, so it was like an illusion type of thing. And there you can organize, which all it does is it will just do rest, and you can change the classes of the main characters, which could be kind of cool. I wasn't sure if you can do that in the old games, but the rest is the same thing. You take off 2 levels to rearrange your points if you think you messed up. But usually I think I kind of did a well job on doing so, and on doing what I wanted to do. And I think now I can leave. But usually I think any of the points that I get are usually helpful points, no matter what, because sometimes I never really know when I'm gonna need it.
You have business at the Grand Duchy.
Weird, I think that actually doesn't look as blurry as it is on camera. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it or something, but I'm looking at it through the camera, it does look different, but I mean it. Oh wait, I could see the blurriness over here. Well, not blurry, but the 2 face things. And excuse me for a minute. It turns out I didn't really need to sneeze, but yeah, the 3D makes it look like it's how it's supposed to be, because if you can see, it's like it looks more aligned, and that looks like it's behind some place. So then you can see some stuff you don't see before. So sometimes you should put the 3D, but honestly, I think the 3D just makes it look better. And in this game, the 3D is about not things always popping out of you, but you feel like you're submerging yourself into a labyrinth, which is something important that I wanted people to understand about the 3DS. Since at the beginning everybody was so disappointing, saying, oh, it's bad 3D, and saying all that stuff, because it doesn't like pop out of my face like a freaking, like at the movie theaters or something. Well, I mean, I realized there's a difference in this 3D too, because they could either pop out, go in further, and maybe just have a different feel to it. But there's certain things some people need to understand about that. So sometimes a 3D could be useful. Hopefully you'll use it on this game once in a while. But I think when you're tired, you're gonna find yourself blinking and squinting a lot. So that's another thing about 3D. Probably you just need some rest when you need it. When you say it hurts your eyes. I think using 3D might hurt you, but I just like to enjoy my game to the fullest. But I don't put the lighting setting all the way up. And this is one of my favorite songs. It's because it feels like someone died, because like I think there's like an organ playing, and it feels all soft and smooth, and it makes you kind of think about things sometimes or just hum along. That's like one of my favorites.
Hey, aren't we forgetting something?
And that's what they say when some people are damaged, but in this case we're not forgetting anything.
Sure thing.
And then we're just going to a labyrinth. And this is just the forest. And there's my map. Maybe I shouldn't show you that, since now you know the answer to finishing this demo. But I played this demo for 15 hours, so it's quite lengthy, and I expect the game to be lengthy too. And there's a couple things. I think this is new, and this is like, some places have some rocks in it, so you might put that, but instead I just accidentally just wrote like a whole bunch of blocks, which are not an example in here. Well, I think in here there's a rock, and that's where it is. And here features a new stairway jump, so I could just jump straight into it, which I found very convenient. But first, it doesn't take you directly to the next floor. It actually takes you directly to stairs, so you actually have to press A one more time in order to go to the next floor. And you can do it again. There's these multiple shortcuts that you can take. And Time to look for some more stairs.